I'm gonna give you some tips on spray tips. I got my gun here, a fine finish tip from Titan airless sprayers, and this one is a 412 tip. And I like using the fine finish tips anytime I want that automobile-like finish. So I'll use it on interior doors, I'll use it on interior trim. Anytime I'm spraying lacquers, I'll use it for lacquers, and then on the outside of the house, I'll use it for doors and gutters. And you'll be able to see the droplets of paint here are really, really fine and atomized really small. If I compare that with one of the other tips, like the regular production tip, the droplets are gonna be a lot bigger. You'll be able to paint a lot faster and move quicker with the regular production tip, but the fine finish tips, you'll slow down, but it's gonna give you that automobile-like finish. I've got a red Titan high production tip in my gun now. This is a 515 tip. I'm gonna use this thing probably inside of a house and on the outside of the house. When I'm in the inside of the house, I'll use it for walls. I'll use it for closet packs, anywhere where I wanna spray and spray fast. On the outside of the house, I'll use it for the body of the house, because that's a high production area where I need to spray and spray fast. I'll also use it when I'm doing fences, if I got a lot of fences to do. Anytime there's wind conditions or things where overspray can be an issue, I might step down to a Titan HEA tip. I'll show you what it looks like here on the paper. So you got right here. Now the droplets of paint are a little bit bigger with a high production tip versus the fine finish tip. This one right here doesn't have a double orifice in it, so the atomization is a little bit bigger when the paint eventually dries. Finish looks really good. So there we have it, the high production tip. I've got in my gun now a Titan HEA tip, and this is a 517 tip. HEA is high efficiency airless, and this thing runs at low pressures. I'm typically gonna be running this thing at around 1,000 PSI, and that's great for controlling overspray. Where I like to use this tip is inside houses, especially doing ceilings. Ceilings are one of the most difficult things you're gonna spray, and any type of sharp edges or tailing is gonna show lap marks eventually when the paint is dry, and this HEA tip is great for spraying ceilings. If I jump outside of a house, it's really good for spraying fences. I'm spraying at low pressures. When I'm coming over the top of a fence, I'm gonna have significantly less overspray, and overspray is always an issue if there's any type of wind. If I'm back inside of a house, level 5 finishes or smooth wall finishes, it's really, really good, and I'll show you why on the paper here. I'm gonna spray some of the product. You can see this edge right here is nice and feathered out. It doesn't have a sharp edge, and it doesn't have tailing on it. There's tips on tips. The tips that we use from Titan airless spraying, the fine finish tips, the high efficiency airless spraying tips, and their high production tips. Hopefully these tips that we've given you today will make you more effective, more efficient, and hopefully a more profitable painter. We'll see you next time on Painter's Tradecraft. Out.